Hello everyone, welcome to Subconscious Healing with Emma Wachs. That is me. We're here today to offer you one of the most profound forms of healing on the planet. We use a modern approach and we have a super deep understanding of energy and energetic connections. And today we're here to share all of that with you and give you all the opportunity to have and receive some subconscious healing. So thank you for joining. If you're watching, please feel free to share your name into the comments section and say hi. And I would love to hear where you're from. I'm here in Queensland in Australia. And majority of our team here is in Australia at the moment, but we are connected with Intuition Wisdom, who are a global organization, and they practice all over the world and have connected with people all over the world. So I know that this the Spiritual Lens Directory page also has followers from all over the world. So wherever you are, whatever time it is, whether you're watching this live or watching the replay later, thank you for joining us. I just want to share my gratitude as well for everybody who joins each week to watch us and catch us live and see what we have to share. I really appreciate that. So today we're going to explore subconscious healing by utilizing our intuitive gifts. What we've learned to do is to identify the very deepest root cause of any difficulty in somebody's life, and we create shifts here from the subconscious level. We also have the ability to teach you how to do this for yourself. So myself and the beautiful team that work with Intuition Wisdom, we have a range of training programs that allow for you to learn how to expand your intuitive abilities, how to connect in with your true self, that essence that shares with you who you really are and allows for you to live a life in the flow of the universe. And we also have the ability to teach you how to subconsciously heal. So how to identify what is beneath the surface of all of your experiences, and the things that are anything less than amazing, we learn how to shift and transform those. And we can also teach you how to shift and transform those. So clearing limiting beliefs using these techniques can be very quick, relatively painful, relatively painless. We have an amazing way to avoid a lot of needing to relive past experiences, especially some of those, deeper traumas and limiting experiences from our childhood. So with what we do, it is super unique. We like to utilize our intuitive gifts and our ability to be able to raise our energetic vibration to a place where we can shift and transform without the need to dive into the depths of our past experiences or the experiences of our past lives or our ancestors and things like that. So we can very well see that if it wants to show up during a session for somebody, but we also don't need to dive into that completely as well. So today I have an amazing offer that I'm going to share with you towards the end of this session, so please hang tight if you're looking to receive subconscious healing. I have an amazing offer for the new year for us all to get connected and experience this amazing work again. But for today, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask all of you to share into the comments section anything that you feel you'd like some support on. So this can be an area of your life. If you don't have something specific, you can let me know, share an area of life. So relationships, finances, career, health or well-being, abundance, issues with money, whatever it may be, life purpose, business, anything in your life, any particular area of your life, you're more than welcome to share that into the comments section. And I'm going to tune in and identify what the deepest root cause of any blockages in that area of your life is. So by identifying the deepest root cause, just by bringing awareness to this, we can create a fairly substantial subconscious shift. And you'll notice that within you. You'll either feel or experience that in some way, or you'll have an amazing realization, because you may have had a realization where you've been able to let go of a negative thought pattern or behavior pattern within your mind space. The other thing is that some of you may not actually feel or really acknowledge the shift itself. You may just notice you're in a very nice and relaxed and peaceful space. So if that's you, that's absolutely perfect as well. We allow for anyone to experience this in whatever way is perfect for them. So my energy is designed to allow for that to happen for you. So feel free to start sharing those into the comment section now. Any area of your life where you'd like to see some change, or if you would like something specific. So if you're feeling you would really like support on something where you don't sort of mind that other people are, going to be watching this, definitely share into the comment section something specific if you'd like as well, and I can tune in and identify the deepest root cause of that for you. If there's something a little more specific we need to look at, definitely one-on-one sessions with one of our team members are going to be wonderful. So I'll also be sharing that for you throughout today. For now, what I would love to do is get stuck in and start tuning in and clearing some things for you all. If there are any of you who it's your first time here and you aren't familiar with what we do, we have a Facebook group where you can join and check out everything that we do and utilize all of the work that we do. So I'm just going to pop that into the comment section now for you all, just so that you can utilize that if you choose to. Perfect. So let's start scrolling through and seeing what it is that we can support you all with today. Thank you for your beautiful comments already. Just going to slowly start scrolling through those. Hello, Lenny. So beautiful to have you here. Kimberly, hello. Kerry, Max. Kimberly's in New Zealand. Beautiful to have you. Amethyst is in Queensland as well. Amazing. Shakti, hello, Shakti. I love seeing your beautiful name every week. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. It's so beautiful to be here with you. Adele, hello. Nadine, hello, Nadine. You're back. Yay. Justine, Haley, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Tony, Vicky. Amazing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here, beautiful people. It's wonderful to have you here. So let's see. I'm going to tune in for Kimberly. She's asked for some support in love and finances. So let's see what comes up for you, Kimberly. Ooh, straight away, I'm seeing the biggest subconscious limitation in the area of love for you is feeling connected to your ability to accept yourself. So it feels like there's been a few different things popping up in that particular realm of experience for you over the past few weeks, and it's all leading up to you finding a new level of acceptance within. So the deepest root cause of that becoming having that being a difficult process, it feels like there's been a bit of resistance to that being able to be in the flow for you, is there's a really deep limitation of I'm unwanted. So for you, that's what needs to be explored and cleared for you to be able to accept yourself, no matter what comes up in your life, no matter how you see yourself showing up in the world, and no matter what perspective you see other people have of you, there's that limitation that wants to be transformed. I am not wanted before you'll be able to truly find acceptance. So all of the little things that you've been focusing on recently around self-love and working on yourself and your healing journey, they're all connected to that. So let me just see what's in the highest good to offer you today. It feels like a pretty big limitation, so you would definitely need a session in order to be able to have a shift there. But for today, what I'm doing is I'm just clearing what I can, and I'm actually getting that some new energy wants to show up for you and integrate for you. So you may feel some beautiful new nurturing and loving energy there, which is showing you the truth, right? The truth of the universe, which is that of course you are so much more than divinely, wanted. You are needed. The universe needs you, and you have a purpose to fulfill on this planet just like everybody else does. So you're on a journey of accepting where you've been up until now, and you're now also on a journey of discovering who you really are, not falling into the space of believing that your past experiences have created who you are. That's purely just the mind, right? Because if we look at our life from that space, then we start believing that we are all of those horrible experiences, that we're judging and punishing ourselves for. We're not seeing ourselves as the part of us that loves and accepts every little aspect of our being and can embrace that in any given moment, no matter what is showing up in our lives. So thank you for sharing, Kimberly, because that truth actually feels like it's landed for a few of you. So for anybody else that's watching me as I'm tuning in for you all, just know that if I'm integrating a truth for one person, it may very possibly be resonating for you as well. And if that's the case, that's okay. Feel free to integrate as much of this as possible if it's relevant for you as well. I'm perfectly equipped to be able to do that for you. So thank you, Kimberly, for sharing that. I hope that integration has been beautiful for you. Let's see what's next there. Shakti, looking for a shift on trusting her intuition and abilities, please. Absolutely. Let's see what is there for you. This is a really good topic. Okay, so for you, it's really interesting because there's this element of needing to know, which is wanting it's wanting to bring into the space, I need to remember where I've been. So you're wanting to collect all of the ideas of things that have helped you in the past, things that haven't helped you in the past, your past experiences, your breakthroughs, your failures, perceived failures, of course. All of those things are wanting to be brought with you into the present moment, into your intuitive journey. And so it's actually creating a blockage, because being purely intuitive, being able to see yourself as that version of you and being able to live your life from an intuitive space actually means letting go of that altogether. And so even for me myself now, as I'm sitting here tuning in information for you all, of course I've had many experiences that I could bring into the space and talk about all day, in order to share with you. But the most empowering way to be able to utilize and harness your intuitive power is actually to put all of that aside and be able to connect in intuitively and draw on the information of the universe, which is exactly what I'm doing for you now. So the message for you, Shakti, is that the subconscious blockage is, I need to know where I've been. And it's purely there just because there's some fear around what it means to be so amazing that I may never need to have that sort of foundation ever again. It's almost as though you're about to break through to a space where you can actually completely let go of that. But of course, because it's a bit of an unknown world, it's feeling a little scary. And it's just a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit scary, and it's a little bit like, if I don't know what this is going to look like, then how can it happen? So allowing for yourself to just, yeah, breathe into that truth now. Just feel yourself releasing, letting go of that part of you that's been holding on, for dear life to your past experiences, because that knowledge isn't needed anymore. You're shifting into a place where you can purely trust your intuitive self. And if you or anybody else is feeling you'd like some more support on that, or you're feeling you'd like a little more self-belief on that, then definitely connect in with one of our team members, because we have what you need in order to be able to transform that. So definitely jump into the Subconscious Healing group and learn more about that. And please stay tuned, because I have an amazing offer for you all towards the end of this session as well. Thank you, Shakti. Adele. Could do with a shift in my limiting beliefs as I go into my 10th IVF cycle. Oh, Adele, I feel for you. I've worked with people going through this journey, and I understand there's a lot that gets triggered throughout this journey. So well done for sticking it out and continuing on with that journey. Let me tune in for you specifically and see what subconscious limitations there are for you today beneath the surface that we can transform. So it actually feels like for you, your fertility journey is very much tied in with feeling good enough. And this deep limitation is what's being triggered for you each time you are coming up against roadblocks and resistance. It's because there's a deeper part of you that's not feeling good enough. So with you specifically, Adele, I'm seeing your inner self, your inner child, and I'm seeing you at about 2 years old. And it feels as though this is where this limitation first began for you. So for whatever reason, what was going on around you allowed for you to take on the limiting belief that you were not good enough. We all know that there is absolutely no reason for any child ever to feel that they are not good enough. Just them being alive is pure perfection and is all that needs to happen. There's nothing that they need to do in order to feel good about themselves, before they've taken on the mind that we now have as adults. So for you, Adele, the message is to imagine you're sharing that wisdom on for your 2-year-old self. Imagine all of the love and the nurturing and the support that you would have offered yourself if you had have been there to be able to say, what do you mean you don't feel good enough? That's not yours. That doesn't belong to you. Allow for your present self to see that, so that you know that anytime that ever gets triggered and shows up for you throughout this process, there's a universal part of you that's going to be there to allow for you to deny that stuff, to be able to say, I'm pure perfection because I'm here. That's your message for today. That felt like it landed for a few of you as well. Thank you for sharing, Adele. That's wonderful. Definitely let us know in the comment section, guys, how you're going. And please, please, please connect in with us. And stay tuned if you'd like to learn about how to connect in with us in the future. Thank you, Adele. Let's see what we have here. Max May, self-love, self-acceptance. Let's see what's there for you. So for you, I'm feeling you're fairly caught up in the mind. It feels as though you've got a bit of pressure going in the mind at the moment, and it's there because you've really found a deeper limitation that you've been struggling to find acceptance for. But it's interesting because for you, acceptance isn't the answer. For you, the answer is, okay, well, how do I manage that? I've found something within myself that I'm unable to accept. How do I manage that? The pain point for you is the fact that you've been living your life without having any way of being able to support yourself. And so every time you see something within, you recoil and you create this pressure. So your mind is the part of your being that's creating this pressure, and it's the part of you that you actually need to overcome. So we have a range of training programs that can help you do that very, very quickly. And we can support you with that in sessions. So I highly recommend connecting in with us. What I may do now actually is offer this for you all, just in case any of you do need to jump off live. So today I wanted to offer you all an amazing opportunity to receive a subconscious healing session. Usually they're $250 with one of our amazing team members, but today we're offering them for the very cheap price of $50. So I'm going to pop the link for that into the comment section, and anybody and everybody's welcome to receive this. Max May, this would be perfect for you, so definitely jump on there and explore that if you'd like some more information on how to support you with this. This offer is only going to be valid until 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that's in an hour and a half from now. So please jump on and book in for a subconscious healing session if you are interested in exploring this further. This is a very rare offering that we have. So there's a beautiful range of, subconscious healers there ready to support you as best they can. So if this is resonating for you or for anybody else on this call, please book in and connect in with us. We would love to support you on this journey. We've got all of the tools and techniques that you need to be able to help yourself, but we can also offer you support in healing and clearing things if that's what you need as well. We understand that sometimes we just need to be able to, shift and transform something within ourselves. We need to receive support from somebody else in order to do that before we can learn how to empower ourselves. So for me, this is exactly how the journey happened for me. And I'm so grateful to be able to share that on for you all now. So thank you, everybody. And I'm going to continue tuning in so that we don't run out of time. But I really hope we get to see you soon, Max, because I do feel that allowing you some clarity with, offering you some clarity on exactly how to manage the things that you see within yourself, it's going to open up a lot for you. It's going to be really super helpful. Adele saying, thank you. She was the fourth child born in a family where no physical love was shown. It's taken me a long journey of healing to accept and understand. I pray that this round of IVF is my miracle I so desperately want. Me too, Adele. I am so I'm sending so much love for you, and I really hope that you get to have that experience as well. That's my deepest offering for you, is that does happen for you, and that, the divine time is now. Absolutely. So thank you, beautiful people. I'm going to keep tuning in. Cherie Milne, self-doubt and sabotage. Let's see what's there for you, Cherie. What a great topic too for anybody else at this is. And it actually feels as though self-doubt is there because of some previous heartbreak that needs to be shifted. So what's interesting is that the reason why sabotage is occurring for you is because there's fear being triggered within you. So The way to make sense of that is, yes, you need more self-belief. Yes, you need to heal your heartache. But most importantly, the way to be able to transform the sabotage that this is creating for you in your life is to be able to allow yourself to connect in with who you really are and be able to learn how to live from that space. So I learned how to do this with Intuition Wisdom's amazing life purpose trainings. If you book in for one of those subconscious healing sessions, you are more than welcome to ask about those and learn a little bit more about that. What I would love to share for you, Cherie, and for anybody else who's watching is a link to their YouTube channel, where you can, of course, also find their website and learn more about their amazing trainings. Their YouTube channel has all sorts of wonderful stuff on there from Sonia and Daniel Reknitzer, and you may have also seen them on this page, but they have amazing, amazing, amazing. Just going to turn that back off again because that's slowing down the feed a little bit. Yeah, they have amazing, amazing, amazing trainings beyond what I've seen anywhere else. So for you, Cherie, the subconscious limitations that you need to overcome to be able to transform your self-doubt and the sabotage that you've been experiencing, it's like there's not just one thing, there's a whole bunch of stuff there. But the beauty of what we do is that, you know, it doesn't take a long time to transform all of that. It's just that you're ready to step into the space of doing that from an empowered space for yourself. And so learning the subconscious healing techniques to be able to do that, it's going to be so super beneficial for you. So I highly recommend connecting in for a session if that's something you'd like to explore, because you'll get to experience that firsthand, just how simple and easy and amazing it can be to just completely transform, you know, years of your life. You know, that can very easily be done within one session, and especially on an issue like self-belief. Very, very, very easily done. Anyone who's done this sort of work before will let you know how amazing these techniques are, and how incredible it can be to be able to move forward once having access to those techniques. So yeah, super powerful. Thank you so much, Cherie, for sharing. Justine, life purpose. Oh yes, an amazing topic. Let's tune in for you, Justine, as well, and see what's happening there for you beneath the surface. I can feel, Cherie, you've had some amazing shifts with what we just spoke about. So thank you for sharing. That was wonderful. Perfect. Justine, life purpose. Let's have a look. So for you, Justine, you're in a similar place to Cherie, actually, and a few others I can feel watching at the moment. So it feels as though you're ready to overcome huge levels of resistance. And for you, Justine, I'm not feeling that there's a huge amount of things that are present for you in your life that are creating a huge level of difficulty, which means that you're wanting to explore this further, but haven't quite been able to catch what is creating a blockage for that to happen, if that makes sense. So because there's nothing present going on for you in your life, it sort of just feels as though you've been wondering, is there, isn't there, you know, something in the way, what's happening? So for you, Justine, it's just a matter of knowing that this is actually the perfect time to explore your life purpose. If you jump into the Subconscious Healing and Intuition Wisdom Facebook group, there are a range of offers in there surrounding life purpose. For you, what I'm perceiving now would be the biggest blockage to overcome. It feels as though the family life. So yes, it's important, you know, for your family, your children, you know, for their well-being, for you to ensure that that's an important part of your life. But the most important part of your life should always be you. And this is something you've pretty well, you've been very good at this, I'm getting, throughout most of your life, but which is why you can help other people with that. But for you, it's also going to be the biggest thing to overcome once your life purpose finally comes into view for you, because you've been able to live your life purpose up until this particular point by supporting other people. But once you shift your focus from supporting yourself first and then supporting other people, the way that you navigate this is going to change a little bit. So yes, your life purpose is especially focused around supporting other people. And I'm getting a hint of this being connected to love and connection with other people as well, which is very, very beautiful. But yeah, so that, and also I'm seeing that the biggest blockages are going to be shifted throughout the changes that are going to come in that, particular area of your life as well. So for you, that's going to be really interesting for you, and perhaps why there's been a little bit of umming and ahhing, and why, if you do have this subconscious awareness that if a action step isn't taken towards your life purpose soon in the right direction, as to why that umming and ahhing is going to start becoming resistance, because that hesitation is going to turn into a resistance over time if things don't move forward soon. So I hope that's resonating for you. The absolute truth for you today is to know that your life purpose is a part of who you are, and it's a part of your essence. And so there's no need to overcomplicate that. And there's no need to really understand that in the way that other people want to understand that before you dive into this. It's just a matter of connecting with the perfect people or experiences, or, the perfect techniques that are going to allow for you to open that up in a way that's going to truly transform who other people see you to be. So that's where the magic will come for you. So definitely check out the Subconscious Healing Facebook group. We talk about life purpose all day, every day in there. So you'll definitely love what we have to share in there. Thank you for sharing. That was amazing. Haley, some guidance and work on relationships. Yes, let's check that out for you, Haley. So what's interesting, Haley, is you have a very peaceful energy. I can really feel that within your nature. And I can also feel that there's a part of you that has always been aware of the fact that you naturally offer that for other people in your relationships, which is absolutely beautiful. But then there's also a part of you that really struggles in relationships because you don't feel as though you have what you need to keep that alive within yourself all day, every day within relationships. And isn't it funny that the mind says that this is how it should be? Yes, it's possible. But in saying that, we all are where we are because of the journey that we've decided to take as human beings on this planet. And we're all in a certain point of our evolutionary, process that we've all come here to work through relationship difficulties in some way, shape, or form. So it's okay that we're not peaceful all day, every day, throughout this, throughout this journey that we call life. And the more that we punish ourselves for not being peaceful or loving or attentive or whatever it is that we're punishing ourselves for, the less peace and love we have, or acceptance that we have. So for you, it's a matter of, it's like, yes, there are days where you want to put yourself first and you want to ensure that you're doing what's right for you. But those things could be coming from a place of, I'm judging myself because I haven't been able to show up as my best self in a relationship. And that stress is what's taking away your peace, your essence, the truth of who you are, just the person who just naturally allows for other people to feel good. And that's ultimately what you truly want, you know, all day, every day. Not to have every little aspect of our lives in complete love and bliss all day, every day. It's actually more about how can I feel connected to my essence all day, every day, and be able to share that with the world. So I hope that has landed for you. Just checking in on your energy, Haley, and I can feel there's a couple of emotional things that want to show up. So just allow yourself to have a release after this call, and let go of anything that you're ready to let go of. And it feels like you're guided throughout a process of, just knowing that everything is okay. Those shifts will happen for you when it's, when it's divinely destined to happen, but there's nothing that you have to do to create that experience, if that makes sense. So for anybody that's resonating for, just taking a deep breath in and out now. And as you breathe out, just release, any pressure that you've been placing on yourself, to have every single little bit of your life in complete love and bliss, or in complete abundance, or whatever it is that you've been striving for. It's okay to be who you are right now, and just, to just be your essence, be you, be who you are, knowing that the more we can accept where we currently are, the sooner all of those things are just going to start showing up for us. It's just that the mind is playing tricks on us, and it's getting in the way. It's distracting us. It's allowing for us to focus on things that sometimes will help us. But if we get stuck on those things, we kind of lose sight of, the whole point, which is just to be able to be here. That feels really good, Haley. Thank you for sharing. Hope that tune-in has supported you, and anybody else that has been feeling that pressure. Even I myself, I've had a beautiful new realization around that recently, and pure acceptance, pure love, amazing. It's just absolutely beautiful. So thank you. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to keep going through. I'm going to get to as many as I can. Tony, hello. Some help with feeling joy and happiness, please. Oh, yes, let's do that for you. Straight away, I've connected you with your true self again. Just blitzed out any of the mind that says you're not connected to your true self, and just brought in some new integrations for you. It's so funny, you were actually so close to bringing that in yourself. I'm sure you can feel that. You're at that level now where you're not really needing my support. It's just almost a reaffirmation of, oh yeah, there is something that I bring in, and yes, I can do that, and no, ego mind, you do not exist. So yeah, that energy is coming in. For you, this blockage where the mind keeps creeping in for you is connected to feeling unworthy. And the deepest part of that for you is connected to your mother, and an experience, or a myriad of experiences that are connected to feeling okay. So it feels like you're going to start seeing where your worthiness has been triggered throughout your relationship, and you're also going to start seeing where she didn't feel okay and why, and that's going to actually start creating some nice big shifts for both of you. So just integrating whatever truth you need and she needs as you're going through that healing process is going to ensure that those mind blockages don't get in the way of you bringing in the joy and the happiness. So yeah, congratulations. Woohoo, super, super big things coming for you. I can't wait to speak to you next week. Thank you for joining. Vicky, health issues. Yes, let's tune in for you, Vicky, and see what comes up. So for you, Vicky, again, I'm sensing blockages in the heart space, and as well, sort of around the stomach area, so around the solar plexus. And for you, the space of identity the solar plexus, the heart chakra, this is where your identity lives, is what I'm seeing. So what's interesting is that there's a myriad of things there that have contributed to health issues for you, but as you're exploring each of the things that show up for you when it comes to your health, you also want to be having a look at the deeper level of this, which is, where am I not feeling good enough? Or where am I not feeling worthy? Or where am I not feeling capable? And then looking at, where have I become somebody who believes that they are these things? So for you, you're ready to start clearing those mind lies, those non-truths about yourself, and you're ready to start seeing that there's parts of your life that have purely been allowed in, those experiences that are purely there just because at some point you've allowed yourself to believe that those things are true, and your mind has created an identity about that. So from that space, you can so clearly see that when you go to take action on something, even as simple as going to the supermarket, or let's say going to the supermarket to buy some food, you'll go to buy all of the things that you could utilize to make a beautiful, healthy meal for yourself. But then not feeling good enough may step in, and then that's when other things will fall into place, like, oh, I just don't have the energy, or I'm too tired to actually cook, or I'm not able to cook because of this particular health issue, or whatever it may be. Those things are all purely there just because the mind has created a story about what it means to be who your identity says you are. And all of that can be changed. All of that can be let go of. So I know that you're very involved with Intuition Wisdom's trainings, and that that is something that you would love for yourself. So definitely book in for one of our subconscious healing sessions if you'd like to create some big transformations with your identity and clear those three deeper things, because that will allow for that journey to become real for you, and for you to start being able to believe that you are all that you see yourself to be. It's like intuitively you've been able to catch aspects of who you really are, but it's just not feeling real within your physicality yet, and it's just because of that blockage. So yes, I hope that's helped. I've alleviated some of the tension with that limitation for now, and we're clearing some of the mind pressure for you as well. And for anybody else that that's resonating for, let's just lift some of that pressure from the mind that's been creating some difficulties for us. And give ourselves the rest of the day, the rest of the week or month or year, however long it is that we need, just to be able to be free from all of that overthinking and all of that, pressure that has been created in our mind space. Amazing. Thank you, Vicky. That was wonderful. Perfect. Cherie, always striving and interested in managing the pointy end of trauma. Oh yes, let's tune in on this for you, Cherie. So the pointy end of trauma, or let's call it the element of trauma that we struggle to see within ourselves, the reason why that's so hard is because we're attached to it. Our mind has created ideas around what it means if this stuff actually did happen to us. So it's in a place of denial around the fact that this has happened, or it's in a place of denial around the fact that if this has happened, then it means this and this and this about me. So what we need to do is unattach you from your mind space, and then we need to offer you the support that you need to be able to heal and transform through that trauma. because one of the biggest misconceptions that we have is that if we've experienced trauma, it means there's something wrong with us. There was a reason as to why we've attracted that into our lives. And although this is impartially true, yes, there's a reason why we attract all experiences into our lives. It doesn't mean that that needed to be the case. So that part of the journey becomes evident once we've transformed through that trauma. And so trauma can be difficult if we don't have the right techniques, because we need to be able to move through that trauma and break through that so that we can see and understand this, that there are partial truths to everything that we experience. And the absolute truth of who we are is that we're pure love, pure self-belief, and we're capable of achieving anything. But the trauma and the difficulties that we've experienced in life, no matter what they are, whether it's abuse or financial difficulties or just a lifetime of judgment from other people, this can and needs to be overcome, and we need to be able to accept the parts of us that have allowed in this energy. So subconscious healing is perfect for this, because our energy is designed during our sessions to raise your vibration, elevate your perspective, so that you can connect in with your higher self and see what the higher perspective of these situations are. But we can also have a supportive conversation and allow for these transformations to happen for you. So healing trauma doesn't need to happen with very deep movements or deep, hands-on healing, or, any sorts of physical, ways of helping ourselves that we would normally look to for being able to have healing. We can actually create transformations just by seeing each other on a video call or being on the phone, or we don't even need to be speaking to you. We could be sending messages and offering transformations and truth for you in order to heal through that. So if anybody's looking to heal some transformation, heal some trauma, please book in for a subconscious healing session, because it will offer you exactly what you need to be able to transform through that trauma in a really beautiful, loving way, and in a way that's going to ensure that you are safe and supported throughout the process. And that if it's in the highest good for you to have a transformation without having to experience anything that is horrible or yucky or icky or anything like that, then we can create that space for you. It's absolutely magical what's possible with this. So, and I even just experienced the magic of it all over again this morning. There's nothing that we can't transform with subconscious healing. So I'm going to pop that link into the comment section again. If anybody is looking for support on any sort of trauma or any long-term issues that you've had, please connect in with us for a subconscious healing session. We would love to work with you on this and offer you the transformation that you need in whatever way is perfect for you. We can do just that. So thank you, Cherie. Thank you for joining and for sharing. Megan or Megan, feeling of a lot of guilt. Let's see what's there for you. Perfect. So for you, Megan, it's really interesting because I can feel how light and joyful your energy really is. So, for us to be able to tune in on such a deep guilt, it feels, I can see why this energy would feel foreign for you and why it may be a little strange, and also why it may be something that you've been struggling to sort of work through. It's just because it doesn't resonate with who you are. Any reason to have guilt in your energy field or in your body or your experience just doesn't need to be there. And you understand that on such a huge level, which is amazing. So part of the reason why there may have been blockages for you with subconscious healing is just because you haven't had the right techniques yet to be able to honor your essence and who you really are, but also get right down into some of the deep stuff, because you know, it feels far more detrimental to you to be bringing yourself down into those experiences, which is what we were sort of just speaking about, right? We don't always want to be diving into experiences in life if we don't have the right techniques to be able to support ourselves and transform through the energy that we're going to find as we do so. So for you, just by bringing in this awareness, it's actually allowed for some of this guilt to shift and alleviate some of that for you. But you would absolutely be perfect for subconscious healing. You would love it, because if we choose, and it's in the highest good for us, to not have to experience any of the stuff that's kind of down there, we can do that. And you get to kind of just explore the universal space of who you really are. And it's always blissful and light and loving and nurturing and all of those wonderful things. So for you, that's what's feeling is the message for you today, and what's really resonating is yeah, to just keep trusting in those, whatever it is that your essence has to bring to the table. You know that that's the real you. Anything else that you start seeing down there, that's not the real you. And when the time is right, and when you choose to move forward and transforming that, you can and you will. So the message is just to embrace that. Know that you'll be feeling it within every, you know, bone of your body, and connecting with it when you do finally find that thing that's really going to change your world. And if that happens to be subconscious healing, I will be so excited for you, because you're going to love it. It's perfect for you. And for anybody else that this is resonating for. So thank you for sharing. Yeah, Megan or Megan, sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but she's the perfect example of what's possible with subconscious healing if it's not in the highest good to actually explore, you know, the deeper things going on beneath the surface. So let us know how you're feeling, Megan. That would be amazing. Awesome. There's so many comments here. I'm going to get through as many as I can in the last few minutes. Casey would love to know what is blocking my connection. Perfect, Casey. Let's tune in for you and see what's there. It's so beautiful to see you, by the way. So Casey, there's nothing blocking your connection. Let me just check in and see what's going on for you. Casey's completed a bunch of trainings and is super empowering, on a super empowering journey. So let's see what we can do to bring in some truth for her. So Casey, what's actually happening is there's a little bit of ego within your field. So it's actually somebody else's mind, somebody else's belief that they're not intuitive, that they're not good enough, and that they're not capable. These things are what you're experiencing. So you're actually at the level now where your subconscious limitations aren't creating your reality. So if something like that comes in, just know, okay, there's some ego that I need to clear. And then if you struggle to clear that ego, then start looking at, you know, okay, what limitation allowed in this ego mind dynamic? So working from that focus is going to help you, and it's going to allow for you to move forward with this. Congratulations. Good on you. How exciting. It's so good to see you. Thank you for sharing and for joining. Let me know how you go with it for sure. Feel free to message me. Amy, hello. Would love some help clearing through some things with some friendship drama. Oh, such a good topic. Let's have a look and see what's there for you, Amy. Okay, so for you, your family life has been a bit shaky, which means that your friends have been your foundation, your foundational level of support. And so what's happening for you right now, the unsettling feeling you're having is there because this is being triggered for you. I don't have a foundation. So if you're able to work on clearing that sensation of feeling unsettled, and I'm just going to come in now and shift what I can for you, then that's going to allow for the drama to disappear and for you to have truth from your perspective on exactly what it is that you need. And then from that space of clarity, you'll be able to see very clearly, whether it's in the highest good to, take that next step forward and attempt to bring in some truth for you and that other person. But if you do choose to just be with that truth within yourself and just work on yourself for a few days as well, once you get clear, then that's okay. I highly, you can highly respect yourself for that and honor that within yourself. So see how you go with that. I hope that alleviates some things for you. Allow yourself to have whatever releases you need to, because it feels like you're at a pinnacle with this. And the truth that is coming through with all of this is just it's gonna feel really huge, and it's because you're at that pinnacle. You're ready to break free, and actually let go of these kinds of dramas. So yeah, congratulations. Never cease to blow your mind. Thanks for sharing, Amy. Hi, Stacey. So beautiful to have you here. I hope you've taken advantage of our beautiful messages and beautiful offerings today. Definitely jump into the group and explore subconscious healing a little further. You're going to love it. Lenny's still working on releasing my past trauma. Still got a lot of emotions coming up. I understand, Lenny. Let me tune in and see if there's any messages for you today. I'm really feeling that for you, again, the journey is all about letting go of the mind. Once you've been able to let go of the mind and all that it says is real about the trauma, then you're actually going to be able to have some really deep and meaningful transformations from that space. It's going to allow for you to get just as deeply as you need to. So definitely book in for a subconscious healing session if you'd like to explore that, because you've been doing a pretty good job of it so far. And it feels as though that's the next step for you, is just continuing on to unattach from what does the mind say that all of this trauma means, because that's the emotional side of it, and majority of it's non-truth. The level of love that we have actually supersedes any trauma we could possibly experience in this lifetime. It's just that we don't see it that way. We don't see that that's more powerful than anything that we could experience in this lifetime. So the true magic to healing trauma comes from being able to understand and accept that and allowing for that to become the space that we live from. And I am 100% proof that that is possible with the things that I have been able to transform within myself. The deepest levels of abuse and emotional difficulties and depression and fear in relationships and financial blockages and all kinds of things that I've been able to overcome. It's all been because I've been on a journey of seeing myself as pure as I truly am. And let me tell you, 10 years ago, I was not that pure version of myself. That light was dimmed so much down, and anybody that knows me or knew me then will share that with you. We still even have a bit of a giggle about how strange it is that I can be this new version of myself now. So yeah, just know that version of you is there and it wants to be lived. And that's for anybody else on this call who's looking for support. It doesn't matter what you've experienced or how deep or horrible it may have seemed or felt. There's always a space for you to see yourself for who you really are. And if any of this is resonating with you, then please connect in with us, to acknowledge this side of you and to learn how to live your life from this space, because it's truly transformational. And subconscious healing becomes so easy once we have been able to access the deepest levels of our trauma, but from a space of knowing that we've always been okay, that we are loved, that we can accept ourselves, and that at the end of the day, that's what we truly want from life, is to not have to go to a job that we despise, or be fighting with our partner or our children day in, day out, or be feeling alone and feeling shut off and disconnected from the world and feeling as though it has to be either being alone or being with other people. And for some reason, those things don't all seem to line up in the way that we wish them to. Know that there's a way to break through that, and we have got what you need. So thank you to everybody who's joined today. Okay, I just saw your message, Nadine. Mum passed on the 9th of the 12th. Is there anything that needs to be cleared? I just want to tune in for you, Nadine, and see. I'm so sorry to hear. I'm just going to tune in for you and see what comes up there for you. It's so beautiful, Nadine, because you're so connected to who she really is, and I can feel that you are connected to her energy. And you're supporting her, and she's supporting you as she goes through this transition. The message for you is that it's okay to release this energy and experience it in a different way. So the way that you're experiencing this energy at the moment is by allowing for her to live within you, which means she's living within your body, within your field. And so that's wonderful. But the most supportive way for that to happen for you is just by lifting her energy out of your field. And it's like creating a secondary field on the edge of yours. That feels like the perfect way for you to stay connected with her, but it also means that you get to see what's there for you throughout this experience, and you get to transform what's there for you, and you also get to continue on living your life, having moments of feeling that unattachment from what there is to be experienced throughout that as well, so that you get to be in your own energy, and be able to enjoy your family's company as well. That level of attachment has been creating difficulties for you in being able to connect with your family in the way that you've seen possible. So I can feel a big sigh of relief there for you. It's so beautiful to connect in with you, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again soon, and I hope that's helped. Thank you so much, and I'm sending you and your family all of my love, all of you, all of you, all of you. Wonderful. So thank you so much to everybody who's joined. Thank you for all of your beautiful comments as well. Yes, and Lenny, blissful intervention is Tegan, so you do have the opportunity to connect in with her again if you choose to. Yes, thank you everyone for your beautiful comments. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to get through to everyone, but our time is up. So yes, let me just pop the link into the comment section, so anybody who's looking to have a session with any of our beautiful team, please book in for a session using this link where you can utilize subconscious healing for $50. And I'm also going to pop into the comment section the Subconscious Healing Facebook group, where you get to connect in with us all and see what we're all about. The other thing is that I'm going to be offering some group healing soon. So unfortunately, Lenny, I'm not doing one-on-one stuff at the moment, just because I'm working towards some more opportunities to be able to connect with you all. And there's now so many people that I'm needing to start working in groups. So I'm going to be offering that for you all soon. So thank you for your continued support, and for joining me each week as we get to learn about that. As I get to learn about that and bring that out to the world. But yeah, please connect in with one of the team members for a subconscious healing session, or connect in, check out the Intuition Wisdom YouTube page, the website. They've got free trainings on there, all sorts of things, and also, of course, all of those things are on offer in the Subconscious Healing and with Intuition Wisdom Facebook group as well. So there's a range of beautiful people in there that would love to support you all, and we're all here working together in order to offer you the best possible support. So yeah, thank you for your continued support, sending you all love, and I hope you're all doing well, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you all whenever I'm here next. Bye-bye.